Welcome back, everybody, to Hogwarts Legacy. I'm your host, Admiral Tintin. You'll have to excuse once again the background noise. Again, I'm not in my gaming room, so you get a little bit of that. But today we're going to do some of the main story quests. And first off, we're going to go speak to Sirona at the Three Broomsticks. So we're going to go find out what's going on there and carry on. So I'll mute where I have to so that you don't have to hear the background noise.
Hello there, nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
Okay, I had to interrupt for a minute. Is it just me, or does every character in the game, including myself, seem to have a wandering eye? What is the deal?
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Well, we're certainly going to try. So let's get on with it and we'll see what happens. How bad things become and what exactly goes down. Well, it can't go in that way. That's a silly thing of me to think. Alright, we gotta zoom around. I know, kitty. I want to pet you, but I gotta kind of get moving here. Oh, another one. Darn it. They're gonna regret me
Good to see you
later.
outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Well, that kind of looks like... Never mind. There's more than I thought.
Can I help you with something?
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The Three Broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Serona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Serona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
She couldn't do it.
Okay, so he wants us to go on a long journey.
A full day's work clears the mind.
Let's have a quick look at the map, and we will see where it's going to take us out into the world. And it looks like we're gonna have to go just outside of town, so not too bad. We'll go ahead and run there, since we can't jump on our old broomstick and trusty fly our way there, so it won't be too far. We'll just cruise along here and jump the fence, and here we go.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
All right, I guess we'll
What
follow Buddy
precisely
here.
is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
I'm quite curious how the heck they grow such long nails when it looks like they almost scrape them on the ground as they walk. Crazy.
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
Actually, I was here once before and I couldn't get in there, so that would explain why.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The Helmet of Urtgott is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the Goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to Goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Eagerly awaiting. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick check of my inventory and make sure I'm not overloaded. If I am, I have to go sell stuff and then return here real quick. So hang on just a second. It'll be a flash for you. Okay, as I suspected, I did have rather full inventory gear, so I zipped out and zipped back. Here we go.
Revelio.
It's sealed.
Arresto momentum.
Lumos. Moths. Curious.
Okay, that puzzle wasn't so painful.
Merlin's beard.
Why is it always his beard and not his shoes or his coat?
Lumos. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos.
Revelio.
Ah, now to find the third one.
Revelio.
Lumos.
And there we go. Not painful at all.
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Oh, look, it's some friends. They just want to play.
Stay back. Incendio.
Well, they didn't want to play very nice, did they?
Revelio.
And here I thought they just wanted a hug.
Revelio.
There was a little spot back here. You see the, oh, I guess that's the door and stuff on the other side. Okay, my bad. Oh, good thing I checked. Seems like there's something up there I can't get access to. How do we get up there, I wonder? Questions, questions, too many questions. Can't climb that little piece, okay. Well, there's got to be a way up, so let me have a gander.
Revelio. Accio.
Well, I see a daylight or something there, but maybe I gotta come in from the top. I would imagine it looks like an old stone trap door or something up there, possibly. Don't think I'm getting it right now, so moving on.
Lumos.
Ah, you see it up there? I see it up there.
If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
Shush, shush. I know it can be rotated, I'm just looking. Gee. Okay, that did something else as well.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Interesting. All right. Both of them come off, but does that open something in the other room, I wonder? Let's have a quick run. Quick as a butterfly. Nope. Just my darn luck, of course. Oh well. All right. We shall carry on.
Lumos.
Really wish I would stop casting the wrong spell here.
Incendio.
need to get that platform closer. But how?
Regarding Leviosa. Accio. Regarding Leviosa. Accio. Regarding Leviosa.
Well, that was kind of creepy. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I keep forgetting I got the mic open and I don't turn it off, so let me crank that off. But
Accio. Regarding Leviosa.
that's not doing anything.
Accio. Regarding
Let's move it
Leviosa.
over here. See if it makes a difference. No, it's for something below maybe. We'll find out here in a minute. Yeah, I think it's for if you fall down, it creates a different bridge, and I'm not seeing
Revelio.
anything down there really worth going after per se. Oh wow, we know we got to do it, right? You know that.
Incendio. Accio.
Disturbing the peace is so unnerving.
Regarding Leviosa.
Yeah, so it's definitely for making a bridge, I'm guessing, because there's no other way to go up. And I don't think I can climb this. Oh, I can. Okay, well, I don't know what the extra bones are for. I guess it's kind of pick your pile. Cool, but unnecessary.
Revelio.
Yeah, that's all there is there. Pretty sure. Yep.
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way.
There's always another way. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the right way, but there's always another way.
Leviosa. Revelio. Reparo. Accio. Regarding Leviosa.
I don't know where. How did you cast that when I wasn't even on it? Oi, 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 oi.
Leviosa.
Don't know, but he did anyway. One thing for sure, I've got to fix my casting setup.
Revelio.
It's sealed shut from the other side.
Yeah, because it's probably the way out, not in.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh!
Unidentified item.
Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo.
Oh, wow. There was a lot of undead, unhappy people. I think they just wanted to give me a big, wet willy hug, and I didn't want that, so down they go.
Revelio. Lumos.
Wow, gotta be super quick with that. Alright, stop playing around with me. What's going on?
Revelio.
Okay, well, there's got to be another one, or I'm just being stupid. Oh boy. Okay, give me half a minute here to scratch my noodle and figure out what I am doing wrong. Okay, well, we're back. It took me about 2.5 minutes. Turns out that I was being really, really stupid. So let me just show you here what we got to do. So this guy, we'll have to move him to this little pinprick right here, like so. And then we've got to move over here, stand on this platform,
Revelio.
not hit that button, then do this. And then quickly
Lumos.
get this moth over here, just like that. And now we need to repeat that process one more time with this moth. Like that. But then you see that doesn't work. Wow. Okay, so now my conundrum is, can we take any moth off of that? Because we got to get one more moth up there, and I don't know how we could do that.
Revelio.
Since there's no more moths around to take from. Uh-huh. Well, maybe there is. Hang on. Not in there, but maybe down here. Is there a moth down here, I wonder?
Lumos.
Oh. Secrets. Some chestikins, but I do not see a moth hiding in here. So, not in there. Oh, is there a moth elsewhere that we can take?
Revelio.
I do not think so. There's got to be one somewhere. Got to be. Oh, well, would you look at that? He's right here.
Lumos.
There we go. Quick and easy. Lemon squeezy.
The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus.
Yeah, take it off her skull. Her undead skull. Why is that all flashing?
Revelio.
I don't like how those are shining like that. It's not going to be good. Well, we can't take it. We can't grab it. This is a bad idea.
A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this. Better show this to Lodgok. I know there's a mechanism to open this door. Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Yeah, well, somehow they bypassed all the stuff that I did, and I had to kill to get in there, so... Okay. Let's go to the camp, kick some butt.
You will pay for your deed.
Oh, look at that. Sounds like they're having a bit of a fight down there. Just a little bit?
You're going to regret that.
There they are. Ashwinders.
You've made a grave mistake.
You come to the wrong place.
Expulso!
Why fight them when I can watch something else kick their little butts? My turn. Well, all done. It's my turn to kick the troll's butt. Kind of gave it to me, really, to be honest with you. It was already half done, but hey, I'll take it.
Revelio.
We'll take the easy way. Why work harder than you have to? Now we have a real problem. Recover the helmet from the thieves. Well, I don't see no helmet. And there's no more thieves. Oh, wait, there's a loot box.
That's it.
There we go. Uh-oh.
This is for Rookwood! Oh, try not to make this too easy for me.
Confringo.
Pay for your deed.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. I
Well,
defeated an Ashwinder by myself.
why not? Not like they were that difficult. I had more of a challenge fighting my own kin. Cripes.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I am glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
As you wish, good sir. I did see something on the way over. Let's go check it out real quick.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
I did see a little symbol here. Look at that. Lo and behold. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that looks... Oh, I've been here before. I put this bridge together, that's right. But let's just go back down and make sure. Yeah, I've been in here before. And killed a bunch of dudes. Pulled this open. What's this? Oh. There's a few of them lying around now. Interesting.
That wasn't too hard.
Okay, well, when I was down here off camera, I opened up the sarcophagi, got the bones out of it, put the bones on this step, and they created steps, and then I had to pull out some of these other pieces for more bones. Of course, little ghouls spawned out, and I had to kill them. So, yeah. Pays for exploring too far ahead. And this is a Merlin trial that I could not, I couldn't get it to work, and I'm not sure as to why. So let me just try one thing here.
Lumos.
Wow, would you look at that? I guess my brain isn't complete fuddle after all.
Lumos.
Wonder where I got this idea.
Not so tricky after all, are they?
Okay, we're gonna fly off to Hogwarts. And, oh, hang on. There is a secret right here. A book of sorts or something.
Revelio.
There we go. All Hixty fudge? Something fudge? All a history, whatever. You go ahead and read that nonsense. Made with the leaves of all history tree is the fudge is delightful. Confection that causes uncontrollable laughter. Oh, so it's laughing fudge. Why didn't you just say so? Jeez. Now we don't want to beat on no wolves or nothing, so we're just gonna quickly get back to Hogwarts and continue with our story, because we have a few others that we have to see, some extra quests we need to have done, and I would like to do that on camera for you and not do it off camera. So we'll go ahead and land here, and then we'll just fast travel. Okay, so we just fast traveled here really quick so we can get to this quest quicker. I'm gonna get over this way, get off of that. There we go. And speedy as fast as we can. Get over to the classroom and run into dead end walls because I'm not paying attention. And here we go. Wait. Oh, what is that? Oh. Okay. We'll wait. There we go, we waited.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Go on, take the moon. Ooh. Odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Well, we've learned our spell, Alohomora. I wish you the best, and we'll see you on the next show. Please stay tuned for that, as it will come right up after this one.